But this highlight is trying to pick a top to fade. Place that I was able to get short, but then disqualify it to get out. So I wasn't wearing it. And then I missed a good opportunity to get short. We called it. I said it was bearish. I just didn't pull the trigger because I seen it a little late, but not real late. And I'll show you that in a second. First thing is, market runs up right in here. Big buy order comes in and it quickly rejects it. Lots of longs come in. All right. Laser turns green. So up in here was a decent location and there was a little bit of a head start. All right. And so you can't think that the market's going to do what you think it's going to do forever. At some point, it's got too much time. There's too much competition. And all of a sudden, bam, it breaks out. I'm still not short when it jumps like this. And that's the difference. You got to look for a disqualifier or where do you get out? Where are you wrong before you're wrong? Be easy to say you're wrong once it already rallies, but how about getting out before that? And that's why you have to know where you're going to get out before you get in. All right. Well, what happened in here that changed that could have got the market or kept the market bullish? First of all, a big sell order comes in and it gets above there. You don't want to see a big sell order come in and not have price go lower. That's number one. Too many shorts came in and our laser was red. So it's like that old joke where a guy is in a flood zone and they send him a boat and he says, no, I'm a religious guy. God will save me. He's on his roof. They sell him a helicopter and he'll save someone else. God will save me. He drowns, he dies. And he's at the, St. Peter says, or God says, what happened? When he says, I thought you'd save me. God says, I sent you a boat and a helicopter. What are you doing here? So you got to look for the boat and the helicopter. And it was present with a big sell order coming in, not having the market go down. You had too many shorts come in, our laser stayed red, and then they were picking apart and leaning on this iceberg order. Also, something else happened. Our friend, the NASDAQ, got strong. Let me back it up a few seconds. Take a look at the NASDAQ right there. When I say right there, let me back it up. Just look at what happens right here in the NASDAQ. Fast forward it. Bam, popped up. That's not conducive for looking for more downside in the ES. And sure enough, the ES hesitates but follows it, taps through that iceberg, rallies, finds some new shorts, keeps rallying because they're stuck. All right, so now let's go along and say, well, Anthony, what could get you bearish? A couple things. As we go along, you look at this head fake up to come down. Look what happens in here. We get a huge long that comes in here at 0675. So if he gets below there, it's bearish. We jump with a big buy order, and he quickly gets laughed at. Down it goes. And I seen it right in here. Felt like I was chasing it, so I missed it. Didn't miss the direction, missed the trade. This is an important part of this video, though. Been doing this long enough where I know I'm a little pissed, but I don't react on being pissed. I'm not going to do something next just based on what you didn't do last. That's a professional response. It's not possible to never feel emotions, but you got to know what to do with them. You got to recognize them. And so point is, there was the boat and the helicopter that price probably found a temporary top. And it goes up in real time, finds big buyer, laugh at him, big long that was in, puts pressure on him. So people are trying to read the real time and they're investing in all these nonsense mathematical indicators and all these theories and all these Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci levels and Gann and Andrew pitchforks and stochastic and relative strength and pivots and R1s and S2s. Why? What are those showing you? How could you absolutely create logic to those tools ever giving you a predictive skill? All right. Bollinger Bands would not exist if his last name was Smith, because Smith bands don't really go together. So they wouldn't exist, number one. Fibonacci, the only good thing about Fibonacci is that he was Italian. Other than that, his lines have to be qualified or else they're useless also. So if you want to read a market, you got to read what other people are doing. Quit worrying about what you're doing and watch what other people are doing, and then read the market. It's not your opinion. It's the market's opinion. You're just trying to follow it.